Kyle Gruber being carted off the field as we speak. Reports from the sidelines are that his left kneecap slipped out, and it actually went from his knee all the way down to about the middle of his shin, and it's unclear who will replace him in the game right now, but we will get a report as soon as we can. Back up to you guys.
The Hartford huddle going into this first overtime was very matter of fact. Coach Gaspar told his team, remember guys, it's sudden death, and he had his subs shaking out his starters' legs to keep them loose and ready to continue this game.
Adam Klink getting the start tonight in net for Rutgers, and Coach Dan Donegan said that he was just waiting in the wings and is ready for the opportunity, and it's more that than just Kevin McMillan losing his starting spot. He'll be opposed by Carlos Suarez on the St. Peter's side, and for St. Peter's, Coach Abramson taking a different approach in warm-ups today, interacting with each of his players instead of just letting them do their own thing, in hopes that he can get them to start off the game with a little bit more energy than they have been so far this month. Coach Glenn Crooks and a few of the girls on the team took a trip over to Europe. They traveled in France and Switzerland, but also put on a 5-day clinic for French girls aged 8 to 18 and taught them how to play the game of soccer. And the players said that there was no language barrier at all, that they were surprised how easy it was for them to just teach these kids how to play by movements and gestures. And the girls said that they're still getting text messages and emails from some of the children. So it was a very nice experience, the first trip to Europe for a few of them, and something they'll definitely remember for a long time. Boston College head coach Allison Foley, and Coach, you had talked about how Rutgers, coming off that bad loss, was going to be hungry for a win against a team of your caliber. How do you think your girls responded to that in the first half?
Yeah, I think we were prepared for it, and we were ready for a great Rutgers team to come out here with a lot of fire, and I think that's what we saw. We talked about getting on top of the game and creating early opportunities, and then of course finishing them. Right now, I think we're creating them, but we would have liked to certainly put a few more away than one.
So what's the adjustment for the second half to get a few more goals in?
Yeah, well, we rested people. We rested our attack, so hopefully that'll be in our benefit. And I think that if they just release their shot a little bit sooner, create overlapping runs from our outside backs that will create extra numbers to run through the box, I think that's going to help us out a lot.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back up to you guys.
Georgetown head coach Dave Nolan said that in the first half he felt like his team was much the better team out on the pitch, and that he was pleased with the chances that his girls had. He said all it comes down to is somebody being brave enough to just take the shot. Back up to you guys. Ryan's goal in the second half is simply just to score as quickly as possible. The coach said that even if Stronybrook has to risk giving up a third goal early on to the Scarlet Knights, it doesn't matter. Her team needs to make this game competitive again as quickly as she can, and she'll stick with the 4-3-3 formation.